We stepped outside, and Jane closed the door. The snow had stopped, but wind was rushing across the courtyard, throwing powdery specks of ice through the air like glitter. Jane said there was a meeting we had to go to. "Benson!" I turned to see Lily coming out of a door on the other side of the fort. She ran across the courtyard, kicking up snow as she went. "Causing trouble wherever you go, huh?" she asked, grinning. I paused. "Are you—" "The real deal," she said. "I was human there, I'm human here." "So you went over the wall?" She nodded. "Made it a lot farther than you did before they caught me." I smiled. "They haven't caught me yet." Lily had been the best paintball player at the school, an expert at camouflage, fast and clever. If anyone could have gotten out of the forest, it was her. "The school told us you died." I stepped forward to hug her. "I know," she said with a smirk. "I hear it caused all sorts of problems." She looked at Jane, who smiled quietly. "Come on," Jane nudged me. "Let's get out of the cold." The meeting room was near the front door of the fort. It looked to be about the size of 4 or 5 of the bedrooms put together, with heavy timber beams supporting the roof and 8 wooden benches facing a podium at the far end. It reminded me of a church. We were the first to arrive, and Lily set about lighting the lanterns. Jane adjusted the small drapes that covered each window. They didn't look to be decorative as much as functional. Heavy, dark wool to cover each of the narrow slits. "So what about the others?" I asked, watching them as they worked. "Mouse was back at the school, but what about Birdman? Where's his dupe?" "He has one," Jane said. "It just isn't active. A lot of people are like that. The school has dupes of everyone here, but they only use them when they need them." I sat down on one of the benches, exhausted. I still hadn't slept. "I bet you're glad to have it out of your head." Jane exchanged a quick look with Lily. Lily plopped down beside me. "It's not like that," Lily said, her voice hushed even though we both knew Jane was listening. "They say it sucks when your dupe dies. It's like you die." Jane looked over with a slight smile. "Well, it's not exactly like that, but it sucks." Lily put her foot up on the bench in front of us. "You have to understand. You feel everything they feel. When your dupe is afraid, you're afraid. When it's sad, you're sad, and you can't do anything about it." "That sounds awful." I rubbed my hands over my tired face as Jane came over and sat in front of me. "It's not always bad," she said quietly. There was a pause. She wanted to say more, and I could guess what it was. Lily jumped in. "Someone told me it's like a drug." Jane laughed, finally a real laugh. "It's not like a drug, but it's like, I don't know. You have this other life, where you have other friends, and whenever you're with them, things are really intense. And then, suddenly, it's all gone. It's over. You'll never see—" She looked at me and stopped. "I've only seen dreams so far," Lily said. I looked over at her, and I was surprised to see a tear in her eye. She rubbed it away and made a face. "There's a dupe of you?" She nodded. "Yep. I told you they don't keep you here unless they've made a dupe of you." "So where is it? What's it doing?" Before she could answer, the door opened. Cold air blew into the room, and people began to walk in. I recognized a lot of them. Mason looked at me long enough to open his mouth like he was going to say something, but then passed my bench and moved up to the front. Joel actually waved before moving on, and I wondered whether he knew that I'd been the one who'd killed him. Well, killed his dupe after he'd turned on us. I'd stabbed him with a pair of garden shears. I noticed that several who were coming in were holding gauze on their arms. Someone must have been at the door, checking everyone with a box cutter. Laura entered the room, and I turned to Lily. "Is that the real Laura? The one who went to detention?" "She's true blue, the same one you knew," Lily said.